If you guys want the chance to win your own free Emerald Pros, guys, do 3 things for me right now. Make sure that you like this video right here, guys, subscribe to the channel and put on post notifications so you don't miss any future videos. So, as you guys read by the title, I'm going to show you guys how you can get rich quick on Rocket League. Now, some of the methods are more obvious than others, and some might even just be minor changes to things you already might be doing. Now, this is made for people who are new to trading, or even traders who never made a lot of profit. So coming into tip number 1, guys, use the PS4 community app on your phone. Now, this might be obvious to some, but however, I know loads of people who still don't use this app. And to be honest, I don't understand why, because I've made so many deals over the years just using the PS4 app. I mean, you can go outside and still be able to trade with people who are trying to trade on Rocket League. Just message them that you'll be on later, and it's that easy, guys. Not just this, guys, but it's so much easier to scroll and read more posts than on your PS4. Although this might not be essential to your trading, guys, this is more of a quality of life thing, and it also ties into tip number 2. So tip number 2, guys, is to copy and paste your posts. Now, I mean, you can't do this on PlayStation, so you have to use your phone for this. And this allows you to multiply all your posts into different communities. Now, this is really useful because you're expanding to a wider audience. Now, when you're doing this, you're able to, get to more people, which more people will see your post, which means more people will be looking for the items you've got. I've been doing this for years, and I mean, I've got hundreds of trades off just doing this. Like, one community will not take it, but other communities will. It's so easy and so effective. But don't try to spam your posts, guys. I've seen it so many times where people are spamming the same deal over and over. If no one wants to take your deal, just wait 10 minutes, start putting it in other communities later. Coming into tip number 3, guys, we have to use emojis and pictures in your posts. Now, this may seem a little off to you guys, but actually using pictures is probably scientifically proven or something to catch the eyes of others. Now, I used to do this method, I don't do it so much anymore, but if you have an inventory full of things and random items, if you chuck that all into one big screenshot, you guys can catch so many people who are looking just for random sets or whatever. So I'd say this is probably the most important by far if you're trying to get started, and besides that, you feel like the coolest kid in town because everybody's messaging for your stuff. Tip number 4 is going to be a little bit longer than the rest, guys, but this is going to be using alternative apps to the PS4 community. Apps such as RL Trade Post and Rocket League Garage are fine alternatives when looking for specific items and good trades. So as you guys can see, this is RL Trade Post, and I mean, look how clean it looks. You can pretty much search for any item in the game and it will show you in the snap of a finger. It's that easy. I'm just going to search for white Helios right now, see if that's going to be on there. Where's Helios? There it is, and hopefully, boom, we got ourselves hundreds of results of people with the white Helios. And yeah, it's that easy, guys, just to find as many trades as possible. And the app's actually really good because it actually spots out who's a scammer and whatnot, because whenever someone tries to get scammed, then they'll report it to the app, and the app will deal with it by putting like a little banner underneath their name calling them a scammer. So it just warns you just in case you are going to trade, and they'll try and maybe, I don't know, octane switch or something, which could be, really risky in my opinion, but at least it warns you about it, unlike other apps. Now, the next tip may be the most important tip of all, and I mean, if you don't know about this already, I don't know why you're even trading on this game, but the last tip is going to be using RL Insider. Now, RL Insider is the most important website when it comes to trading. If you don't know about this website, you shouldn't even be trading. What are you doing on this game? No one understands why you wouldn't use this. It gives you information about every item. It tells you whether it's rising or if it's dropping. It's amazing in every aspect. It's updated on a daily basis, even hourly basis, I believe. And even if you're rich or if you've got your first black market, you've surely heard of this website. So we are on RL Insider right now, guys, and we're gonna click PlayStation because it's our platform, and it will tell you every bit of information about everything in the game. Now we're going to quickly search for Apexes. Let's see if we can find them. boom, within milliseconds we have all the results about Crimson Apexes. You even get a video of what the Apexes look like. It's amazing, and there's no reason not to use this website. So guys, now we're going to talk about some little things that can actually get you an even better deal, and these aren't actually finding trades, this is going to be inside your trades. Now, when you're doing a deal, try to avoid adding credits. Now what I mean by this is when you're adding credits, you're getting rid of the only thing that can buy anything in the game. Credits can literally buy anything, no one doesn't want credits. So when you're telling someone that you're going to add credits, that's probably the worst thing you could do. I would personally, and what I do a lot, is I'll add something that I know that I find really hard to sell, and getting it out of my inventory is super hard. Now when you do this, you're just getting rid of all your quote-unquote junk. He could be looking for that set, you could easily get rid of it, or he might know someone who also wants it. So the next thing you guys want to do when you're trading is you want the other person to show all first, or you show all but your credits and your really good items. This is mainly because if they do see the credits, they're going to want them straight away, obviously. So keeping them, and maybe lie and don't even say you have credits, which I mean is bad, but it will get you a better deal and more profit in the end. So guys, the next tip I've got for you is to be clear on your deal. Now what I mean by this is I see a lot of people in communities, say someone's got a heat wave and they ask, I want 1,800 credits to 1,900 credits. Of course I'm gonna go for the lower option. So when you're asking for a deal, make sure it's not a range of things, because people always go for the lower option. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is going more into detail with what your item's actually worth. Now there's series in the game, and when you talk about series, we're talking about crates, and I've sold a blue striker zomba one time that was from the CC4 crate. I sold it for about 28 keys. At the time it was worth around 6. Now this is very simple explanation, guys, because rich people want the best stuff and the rarest stuff. So if you haven't got an inventory which is worth a lot, but you have an item like striker, you know, CC4 or CC3 items, these items can go for a lot of credits, guys. I mean, be bold in what you think your item's worth. I mean, don't be scared to overprice things, because people don't care in the community in the long run if you're going to overprice something. If you overprice something and you get that deal, that is going to be your profit forever. Now this next tip kind of goes to my last point, in that don't be scared to lose profit on certain items. Now you might think, you know, why would I ever lose profit ever, you know? But if you're poor and you're finding it hard to get value out of the item you started out with, what I'd recommend is actually selling that item for a little bit less than what you're actually pricing it at. Because if you're managing to get credits, and credits buy anything, you can use credits to underpay for something that's going to be easier to sell. So say you got an item that you're struggling, let's just say you got a Dominus GT and you can't sell it for 50 credits. That's been sitting in your inventory for 2 weeks or so, you know. I'd be selling that for 40 credits. You're going to find someone instantly, and it's going to be so easy to get those 40 credits into 100 credits within, I'd say, days. If you're using the methods that I was talking about earlier, then yeah, this is very achievable. Now this next method is going to sound a little bit cheesy, but go with me here. Next thing you want to be doing, guys, is make sure that you're nice to people. And what I mean by this is have a good reputation in the community. Because if everyone sees you as that bad, nasty guy, no one's going to want to trade with you. And doing this just gets you friends in general. And when you're playing with friends, you can enjoy the game a lot more. It's a lot more fun experience to trade. And people can help you out. I mean, having contacts on this game is quite big. I've had people who have been right little scammers, and I've told people about them, and those people never get trades in the end. I've heard people who have been toxic, who have just quit the game just because of that negative attitude. You've got to stay positive when you're trading and just have a fun time. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means so much to me that you actually take the time out of your day to watch these. And newcomers, if you want to subscribe, you're all welcomed here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace out.